All right, all right, all right. We are live. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. It's a Good Friday, and yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, welcome everyone that has tuned in already, and to the early ones. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice day, sunny weather, and yeah, BTC looks awful. Um, so I guess when we had, like the weather was a little worse, BTC had, was looking a little better. But anyways, today, guys, we are going to do a couple of different things. I have, I think, one or two more tokens that just for test listings, we want to quickly push through Solana. We are going to buy a token on Dex Screener for like 2, 3, 4 Sol and gonna list it right away. We're gonna place a couple of trades today, and then also by the end, we're gonna run you guys through our onboarding quiz, basically, where you guys can get a free airdrop if you just quickly push through it in 2 minutes. And we will also drop an announcement today that is about the onboarding stuff. So, as always, if you guys want us to check out a token, list a token, talk about a token, whatever that may be, or if you have questions about Vibe, the crypto market in general, and all these kinds of things, please let us know and post it in the comments, and we will get right to it and, of course, answer it in, the best way we can. So let's start right away, I guess. As you guys see right in front of me here, is V2. V2 is still in production. So there are, a couple of things that might not be fully ready to show to the public. And we're basically here to, show you guys the progress, to build in the open, to hunt some bugs, and then give them to the devs, and then show you guys that next stream or the stream afterwards, those bugs are fixed, right? It's more of a display of the progress that we're doing, and it also shines a light on the people that work very, very hard in the back end of Vibe and Sim to support us and also like normally you don't see them. You always see Aris and me, and you maybe see some other people, but you never see the devs. So big shout out to them as always, and also big shout out to Leon, who's continuously building every day. So you'll hopefully see a little bit more of him fairly soon. But at this stage, he's just whipping the devs around, I would say. No, all jokes aside, we're full hands building currently, so it efforts Leon to have a daily view on things. Hence why he's not coming to the streams here, right? But with that being said, I guess what we want to do here is we want to go to the pools page and we want to just check out what has happened. We see we're nearly at 300K TVL from the Vibe caps. We saw a good listing from Riverboat from our French friend Dynamox. Shout out to him. And yeah, like there's some good tokens coming in. The good thing is right now, and I feel like Aris, you will confirm that if I say that, the market is that slow that people can actively do some due diligence now on good projects, and they don't just have to jump the bandwagon, right? So what do
Mhm.
you think about that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty aligned with that. I'd say we're pretty much near the bottom of the bear market. I mean, you can always go lower, but there's only so much downside kind of left here, and I'd say the risk to return to at least dollar cost average into like majors is finally flipping very good. It also means like we've seen some pretty wild action from altcoins recently, and I'd say like majors they still look really bad. And even last when we were on the stream last time, and we had a couple really good days, and you asked me like, "Oh, are we coming back?" And I was like, for us to really rebound, we need to do some chop, kind of near the bottom, and just kind of, it needs to consolidate. And I think we're still in that. Maybe we go lower, but we at least kind of bounce around here for a bit. But during that time, there's some alts that really pump. Obviously, there's like, there's whatever's happening in the trenches. There's hype, for example, which is hitting all-time highs in like the bottom of the bear market, which is pretty insane. And so I forget his name. I think it's like CBB or someone. But he said, there's always a bull market somewhere. And I think that's very true. And when, majors aren't pumping and it's very like euphoric, because it's not euphoric at all right now, you do get a lot more time to look into these smaller projects where there might still be a lot of momentum and there might still be a bull market, you could say, for certain coins which have a really unique offering. So yeah, no, I think it is pretty hot in the altcoins right now, and in the trenches sometimes. And yeah, still definitely lots of opportunities out there if you know where to look.
Yes, 100%. And to know where to look and what to look for, we will like check out a couple of tokens in a second here. What we will do now is we will list just the two tokens that I have in my wallet to test something out real quick, just to, see the process. So imagine, guys, you just bought a token from, any exchange you can find out there that is, let's say, for this instance here in, example, Solana. So let's say you just bought a Sol token. You want to list that right away on Vibe. You will do the following. You will copy the address. You will pick Solana as a chain. You will see normally, well, it pulls the liquidity, etc. It might be the case that this token is not traded very heavily or not at all. So I will continue this here. I will put in my buyback percentage, and I will click on create pool. You can, of course, pick how much leverage you want to offer. And then it sets up the pool. You can copy the address here, and you just send the token to, basically. It's pretty simple. It takes a minute and then probably another minute until the token is live. But as we said, this is something to test here with a token that has, not a lot of stuff going on. So we'll check on that in a second here. And what we do then is basically show you guys a little bit more about V2. So as you guys saw, and if you guys are in beta, that it's a lot more, comprehensive here. Like we got all the little icons for the tokens, the PFPs. You can have a claim all button, so you don't have to go through the different tokens that you listed. You have the different filters, the rejected ones that you can then retry, which I will, show you guys if we have a token to retry. I have to refund that, unfortunately. We got the different filters here that you can pick. Let's say, we go to our main page of our pools, my pools here. We'll filter that for volume, OI, and APR. Okay, now it works. Perfect. So you see everything working. You, of course, have, your little bit more detailed filters here. And you can filter for chains. So a lot of things that are moving, you, of course, can search for the contract address, or for the name here. And you see your history when it comes to the tokens you deposited, the withdrawals, the refunds, etc. So a much, from like a viewpoint wise, everything super easy to understand and everything very, very straightforward. Good. With that being said, you see the whole Discover page here. And you see, the chain dominance, you see the revenue, you see the TVL. And you, of course, have, a chance to filter for new pools. You have a chance to filter for different. So this is the question now. I think this could be a little bit of a bug. How do I get back to all the pools from here?
Click discover. See up top if you click discover.
Yeah, but like then no, nothing goes. Like I have to no, and then it goes back to the.
We find
So
something
wait,
new every stream.
wait. Okay, so let's say just to log this, we wanna filter for volume. Okay, this works. But if we go to new pools, okay, now we get out of it. Okay, we're not getting out of it. So okay, do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when we click on new pools,
Yeah.
it's basically it locks in the new pools page, and we can't like
Yeah. Interesting.
return
It's
back
cool we
from
found
here.
that.
Okay, that is a good bug to log here. We should maybe we can clip this, or I'll record a loom afterwards because this is super hard to explain with words, I guess. But yeah, like it actually, yeah, it doesn't. Right? I'm not stupid, right? Oh no. Oh, okay. This is okay. Now we got it. Look, you gotta like press the 24 again, and then you get out.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
I mean, it's a big. It's all right. Well, I
yeah.
guess
Okay, good. Well, what
activating.
was thought was about to be a bug was just me being stupid. Yeah, I knew I should just click around a little bit more, and then you know. But with that being said, we guys want to show you a little bit more about the cool work that the guys did on the V2 version here. So as you can see, we have our chart back with our nice little vibe colors. We got our breaking news section here in the bottom. We will also have an advertisement section. Of course, you have your open order history, etc. Everything you need. I showed that the last time. Important cross and ISO, the different order types, right, that you can go through, and of course the limits as well. Then when we just look at the whole, it just looks super smooth, right? If we go to the vibe cap section here, we have our little bit of a speedy wheel up top there, where, where the top gainers are, and there's also some effects that are happening. So that will all come in then when you guys are trading yourself, and you can experience it and just check out the page in full. You can, of course, filter here for everything, right? You just see my history here. And you can just check out the different dexes, the different chains, your history you have. You can, of course, filter everything here again. And so with that being said, let's go to something that is really cool for people to see. So we have the point section back then on page with the leaderboard, the trades happening, the different challenges that are happening and that you can take part in, right? And the cool part is, why does it always do that? That there will be some surprises coming with this page. So make sure that you guys stay in touch with everything and check out the updates, because we'll soon release some cool stuff on this. So overall, you guys saw the updates here in a pretty quick run through. I feel like there's a lot of things that changed, so it is always good if you guys tune into the streams and you can see the details that change from stream to stream. Otherwise, it probably looks like a completely new version of Vibe to you, which is the part or the point of V2 basically. So with that being said, I think we should, before we list a token, place a couple of trades. Ares, I know that you are always in the trenches and you know what to trade and what not to trade. But I want to make one trade and then you can tell me what you want to trade, okay? Because we're going to long riverboat here,
Nice.
right? So um, let's do um, Jesus, Steiner, you put some look. Then I put like 10K into it. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, let's long that with like $10. We need some higher price impact. Perfect. Let's do that. Oh, reduce size or add margin. We'll just do that different. We'll do an initial. Let's try put this a little bit higher. Let's try. Lower size or reduce leverage. Ooh, okay. See, we always want to watch here. Why would that fail though? Let's see what happens if we open. Size or add margin. Huh. Okay, that one worked. But why? Like it opens, it's good on the open, like it wouldn't have liquidated me even with 5% slippage. I don't get it. I have enough margin. Huh. Hmm. Okay, well, we'll have to check that again. Let's log that and then we'll check it afterwards. But that might be something here. Okay, and then this is very slow here. Okay, it worked. Perfect. Okay, good. So we're looking good here. So Aris, I made my trade. Now you can decide what we should trade.
Let me take a look. This this black bull's pretty funny, but there's no.
Yeah,
There's no
somebody
logic
just
to
like
it.
wanted to do a joke, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. What could we trade?
Oh, we
I mean,
also need like there's the filters by number, but there should also be same way we have on the pools, clicking by volume or available open interest. Be another good one.
mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Oh God, that looks horrible. What the fuck? What could we trade?
one sec.
I think like Kintara like is actually really working well. It had a nice little dip here. Yeah. You know what? We'll long Kintara. What do you think?
It's a pretty. It looks pretty good. Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to look. I'm having some issues with the chart loading speed here. But I was looking at the collector crypt. I was trying to zoom out on that one.
Ooh.
Collector
Reduce
crypt.
size. Yeah. Cards. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The chart looks weird.
Um,
Okay.
okay.
Opening a Kintara long. Hmm. Okay. Worked. Perfect. I'm gonna add some margin. Always important, guys, that you add some margin.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very important.
It'll be interesting when people are on like when there's tokens coming onto Vibe right as they launch and they're trying to add liquidity on like a 10, 30K
Mm-hmm.
market cap token and it
Yeah.
drops 1% before they can even add it.
Oh, look, like something's pumping. Like I nailed that entry.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's right at
One
the
in a
bottom.
row.
Good.
That's the streak. That's it. Yeah, you got to get your like successes from like little things, right? Us
Yeah, yeah.
us men are very, very humble beings. So yeah, but good. So I feel like this is very, very smooth, man. Like I would like to trade a little bit more. However, we don't have that much time because we also have to run through some things. So let's buy a token.
Yes.
So
I've been looking through the yeah, there's nothing that really, really stands out. The looks like the GTA there one, I guess because GTA is just doing so well because it came out and everyone's talking about it. That one's pumping a lot. And it could actually be a decent I don't know.
I
You know,
mean,
I
it
don't know
pumped
how
because
long it's
Rockstar
gonna
dropped a freaking video about it, right? Like, we
go.
actually don't know if they keep up their schedule. Like, GTA 6, for all we know, like, it could come out 2030.
Yeah. Yeah. This this Are You Winning sounds very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a
Because I
nice
remember a token from 2025, from 25, the same
yeah.
one. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of, like, super good ones. I found one earlier. And I
This
will tell you in a second what this was. It is named
this yeah.
Infera. Infera is the name. So we're gonna, yeah. I like them. We'll buy that. We'll buy it. We will buy that. Here. Yes, very good. We will buy that. Let's do 3. Oh, come on. What the fuck are you talking about here? Is that so volatile? Like, it's like, I mean, Phantom should just do something on their swaps, man. Fuck it. All right. Let's list that token right away.
Interesting. How like the
Huh?
I mean, how do you trade AI compute? It's a interesting idea. See, okay.
Well, just shoot him a message. Tell him we listed them.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, yes. BTDE, perfect. Send all the yes. Yes. I have a good feeling on this one. I don't know why. Not financial advice, guys. Like, really. Perfect. So, with that being said, we exactly have, as planned, 15 minutes left for Tiago to now switch over to Ares' screen. And Ares giving you guys a quick demonstration of the new onboarding quiz that you can all now go through, set up your own dashboard, create an account on Vibe, get your own referral code live, and start inviting people. You get free airdrop points for just filling it out. There's also a video for you guys to watch and a tweet to make. So a lot of really, really interactive things and a lot of really entertaining things, right? So yeah, Tiago, if you wouldn't mind, please switch over to Ares and we'll show everything. Cool, Ares, you are, the stage is yours.
Amazing. Yeah, guys. So referral codes are finally going live. Obviously, you guys have seen the V2 that's coming out very, very soon. And so with that, points are going to be out. And kind of the first way that you can start accumulating points and really positioning yourself well, because, I believe everyone's going to be using this in some way, shape, or form in the future. It's going to be the same how we all interact with like a dex to swap, or we all occasionally use some sort of perpetual platform for our majors. We're eventually going to be using Vibe to provide liquidity to trade on it, and being early and being able to invite all your friends is super important, and there's going to be a ton of upside there as well. So with that being said, there's an onboarding which is now available in order for you to get your referral code, and then for you to also bring your friends through it. And so we'll just kind of go through. So if we unlock it, we'll just go through what it looks like, right? And it quickly explains what Vibe is, and why it's so important, what we're actually doing. So as we go through, there's a couple questions. All right. So if you're a trader, for example, let's say we're a trader, you can add your socials if you want, so that we can contact you, or you can skip it. Just ask you where you trade. So you can just say if you're on perp dexes or whatever, how many tokens you think launched in the last 12 months. And so you can put any amount. Maybe let's just throw down some numbers. It's 3 million. The actual number of tokens that got launched in the last 12 months is closer to 40 million, which is absolutely insane compared to the last couple years before. Like, it was never this bad, but with Pump Fund, with all these other launch pads going live, there's a huge abundance of tokens. But if we kind of skip through here, out of these tokens, so there's 40 million tokens, and they do over $20 billion of volume on chain. But of these amount, only 1,000 of them have a perp market. And so you can see there's this huge gap of all these tokens that are launching, the amount of them that actually get a perpetual market. So you can go up or down, so you can sustain them. So it's not just like up only or else the token's dead. There's directional flow in either way. And that's obviously what Vibe's solving, right? You guys have been watching the streams, you already know what it does and how it works, but we pretty much unlock the perpetual markets for the other 40 million of these tokens that don't have them. So if we like the amount of volume, right? If there was a perp involved, would be about 5 to 10x higher. And so there's this huge gap of volume which we're planning to unlock, and that's kind of the goal here, is bringing this perpetual volume onto all these low caps, so people have more future trading them. But also the really big kind of narrative that we're now pushing with Vibe is the permissionless credit side of things. And so where there's trading, people want directional risk on an asset, and then there's people that hold those assets which want to earn yield on it. And you want to know where your yield is coming from. And in this case, it's coming from traders that are using your token pretty much as supply to trade as a perp. So anyways, you can go through the white paper if you want. There's like 400 pages of it. You probably don't want to do that. It's a very quick. It'll show you as you go through this onboarding yourself. It'll show you just like a little bit of how it works on the back end, how it actually provides perps for these low caps. A little more on what it's ran on, which is Simio, which has already processed a huge amount across multiple different front ends. So Vibe's one of the front ends that are built on top of this. And then this quick product demo video. I believe this is actually, do we have this pinned? We don't. If we don't, it's in the highlights. You can also see it there, but you'll see it as you come through here as well.
Mhm.
Quickly goes through the referral program, and so when you're bringing your friends, you're going to earn up to 50% of the protocol revenue. And then this just kind of goes through like, so how much volume do you bring yourself? So let's say we do like 1 to 10 million. How much liquidity are you going to provide as an LP? Maybe you'll bring like, I don't know, 5K. And then this goes through how many people you can also bring as well, right? So if you're going to refer your friends, if they're also going to provide liquidity, how much are each of them going to deposit? Let's say it's like 10K. Keep it on the lower conservative end. And so you can see for this one, right? Even just referring, I don't know how many people I put, like 5 to 10, um, and it would bring this. Obviously, you can adjust the numbers and go through. That was a really conservative guess there, but this is running you through like what you can get as a refer for LPs. Not talking about traders or anything as well. Anyways, so yeah, and this is just it's a quick. I mean, you guys will go through this yourself. It goes through someone that's already running an LP here, their X post on what they're actually doing and the deposit that they're getting. Some more testimonials here as well. And then pretty much once you complete it, it's a bit slower because I wanted to kind of talk through as we went. But yeah, you get an access code at the end. And so you get an access code. So you can go ahead and create your account on Vibe with this. And you'll just need like a little couple cents of hype in your wallet to pay the gas fee to create an account. There's going to be about 10,000, but for the first 333, and there's going to be a announcement going out today. First 333 people to go ahead and make an account are going to be getting double points. So I believe it gives you 500 points. It gives you 1,000. So it gives you 1,000 points. But if you're one of the first 333, you're going to be getting double that as well. So that announcement's going out. You guys can kind of front run that by going up and signing up today. You can see, you can just go straight to this link and you'll see it get posted today on our X. But it's vibe.permissionless.credit, and then you can put in the referral tag, just Vibe Trading. And then yeah, you guys can go ahead. You can go through the onboarding. You can get your own code. So after you create an account, you put in your account name, and then you can go to your dashboard, and you'll have your link. Every referral code, it comes with like 5 access codes, and you can request more anytime. So once you start bringing people, you can request more codes, and then you can just get unlimited, right? If you're actually bringing in real people. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I don't want to go through and show like a dashboard key or anything that I shouldn't, but because yeah, you get like a key to log into your dashboard, but that's pretty much how it works. Um, yeah. Any questions?
Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. So, you guys seen what we've cooked up there, and very, very happy about it, of course. So, we hope that you all take part in it after our announcement today, and that you are one of the first 333. Don't forget to share it with your friends. And yeah, don't forget to tune in next time. Follow Vibe on Twitter, on YouTube, and anywhere else you can find us. Join our Telegram, join the Discord, become a beta tester and soon gamma tester. You are very, very much so invited. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in today. Thank you, Aris, for co hosting with me as always. Thank you, Tiago, for producing. And a big shout out to everyone else working on Vibe with us day to day. Thank you all for tuning in. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, and you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend with the best weather. And we'll see you all on Monday. Cheers, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.